Welcome back, friends. The show Your Real Estate Today. Paul Jameson here with the Jameson family of real estate companies. Jameson Realty for buyers and sellers. Jameson Property Management for the turnkey solution to your real estate investing. And Jameson Property Investments. If you're an investor, you're looking to invest in real estate, we've got a solution for you and a team that help you invest in real estate. I'm here with Sandy Dickinson with Cross Country Mortgage. And Sandy, we're going to pop this segment forward with a mortgage update.
Okay. Well, good news is that rates are still trending down. And what's nice about that is we have a program out now called Buy Now and Refinance Later. So what that means is if you buy and you finance with us now, they're anticipating rates to be somewhere in the fives, probably by midsummer. We will be able to refinance you and cover a lot of your costs. So it's a good time to buy because the prices will go up as the rates come down. And so I would recommend, they're in the sixes now. They could get to the fives pretty quick, but I would recommend buying before the frenzy starts because we do have about 140 people moving into the area per day.
140. Where did you get that information?
I got that from a reliable source.
Where she got it was the Charlotte Regional Visitors Authority publishes the data that she is referencing. And that is important for you to know as an investor and as a buyer. We're living in one of the top places in the country for real estate growth.
Yep.
Actually, it's number one, rated by Forbes first, Zillow second, because as I shared at a wealth conference the other week, Zillow usually doesn't get stuff right the first time, but they quoted Forbes, and Forbes usually does a pretty fair job. So anyway, that's all good. So, Sandy.
Yes.
You told me today that you had something to share called LLPA.
Yes.
Is there a dance to that?
There probably should be.
No.
But in the mortgage world, an LLPA is a loan level pricing adjustment. So that's tied to
level pricing adjustment.
The type of loan you get, the how much you put down. There's a lot of factors that go into it, and the type of property you buy. So what they've come out with now, the FHFA, which is all the agency conforming, like
talking loan dirty to me over here.
Fannie Mae,
FHFA, TJ, FMLA, RAQ. What is FH? What?
Well, here's the thing. The two biggest buyers of loans for conventional loans, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, have these LLPAs. So what's happening is as of May 1st, they're changing up how they're doing it. So those with lower credit scores are going to get fewer pricing hits. So they'll get better rates. Those with higher credit scores are going to get more pricing hits. So they will not get better rates. They'll get a little worse. First-time home buyers get a little better. Cash out refis are going to hit those hard.
FTHB, first-time home buyer.
Yep. They get a little bit.
LLPA.
MOUSE. So.
Oh my gosh, I feel like an attorney at this point talking in all these acronyms.
I know.
Ipso facto.
They're hitting us hard with is if your DTI is over 40.
Another acronym, DTI.
The debt to income ratio.
Oh my
The more
goodness.
debt you have, the higher the rate's going to be. So that all starts May 1st. We still have them now. It's just a little different. Like the better your score, the better the rate, which will still happen, but it won't be as good. And the lower the score, the harsher they hit you. So they're, I guess they feel like they're evening that out. But it is going to affect the rates at that time and anytime after that. So we'll see how that works for them and for us.
Well, so how do we use that to make a decision? So we have all of this stuff, right? You have all these products, including, I wrote this down, some of the new investor products I learned you had at the wealth conference
Mhm.
that we just put on for our clients. So my glasses just hit the microphone. So if you heard that noise, that was my glasses. I was not scratching the floor or the carpet.
Get your
So,
eyeballs off
yeah,
of the.
really stop looking so close to the microphone. Okay, so how does this help me make decisions?
Well, I think you should be cognizant of what they are. So if you're buying a duplex, you're going to have to measure the difference between the extra cost of that versus the extra income you're going to make. You'll want to keep your debt fairly low and not try to overbuy, or that's going to affect you. You still want to keep your credit score high, but if you do have a lower one, it might make things a little more affordable for you. So I don't know if you can plan so much for it other than the usual: keep your debt low, keep your credit score high. Try not to buy anything too unusual in the housing department. But products, specialty products, are not part of this, and neither are FHA or VA or USDA. It's really just the conventional loans.
What would you consider to be unusual in the buying, like a mobile home or a
Yeah,
modular home?
manufactured modulars are fine.
Okay.
Manufactured homes do cost more. If you try to buy certain condos and not put 25% down, those cost an extra, currently 3/4 of a discount point. So so those are a little more pricey. Duplexes, like I say, are going to come with a little more. Duplexes, triplexes, and quadruplexes will come with more pricing hits. Just your standard single family is good. Your townhomes are good. I don't know why they hit condos so hard, but
Well, what about, we haven't talked about this, so I'm doing an audible here.
mhm.
One of the things with condos that you need to know when you talk about working with condominiums is the warranty.
Yes. So they have
That
to meet
I
certain
have seen
rules.
people get burned over the fact that they didn't check to
Yeah, they
see.
don't allow some things like
Okay.
short-term rentals.
Yes.
They're funny about some things. If the condo project's in litigation, it's a problem. Some of them have too many investors for you to buy an investment in. Now, if you're buying it as a primary, it's not such a big deal, but if you ever decide to sell it, it might affect your marketability. So
Right.
they're very strict on those. And
Right.
And then you don't want any one person owning more than 10% of the units, or it's not financeable through the agencies at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, condos are a different kind of animal. And if you're looking at condos as an investment, I'm not discouraging you, although you're buying air, to buy a condo because you're buying air, that you want to ask some very specific questions. I have many investors who own condos and they rent them and everything is happy. However, make sure you ask those questions like Sandy's talking about. What are the rental limits? How many rentals are in there already? What does the HOA documents say? What are the length of rentals you're allowed to have in that unit? For example, there's a building called the Metropolitan.
Yes, I'm super familiar with that one.
Yes. And they do not allow short-term rentals.
And
And
it's a perfect place for short.
it would be awesome for an Airbnb down there because you're right by the Greenway, great location, close to all the bars, stumble to the ball game, la 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 la. Can't do it.
Nope.
That's an important thing to know. Doesn't mean you can't rent a unit down there. But what was it? What was the limit on how many months it had to be? 6 months? Right? I think it was, or was it a year?
I think it was a year.
Yeah. But anyway, you got to know when you do that and when you buy it, what your options are. All right. So when we come back, it's time to enter the town of bougie. So I'm not talking boozy. That's how I heard it the first time. I'm talking bougie. Bougie means chic, schlazé, Nice, over the top, a little
Fancy.
fancy schmancy, and how to make your house fancy schmancy, but on a budget. So we'll